Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the First Nations Fiber Podcast, Episode 9, The Rise of Fiber. I'm Jeremy White alongside Cameron Lahash, and, well, this is a very exciting episode because we have officially connected Kahnawake to the First Nations Fiber Network.
That's right. We have.
And it's very exciting.
Yes. Very exciting for us. Very exciting for the people that we're connecting. Big sigh of relief for me.
Yeah.
It's getting done. We're connecting more people every single day.
Yep.
More satisfied customers. We've had 100% satisfaction from everybody that we've connected to the fiber network.
How could they not be satisfied, though? That's the thing, man. This service is incredible. I got connected with the fiber effing gig last week. My life has never been the same.
Yeah.
It is the fastest internet I've ever used. I mean, like, I'm uploading videos to my YouTube, putting up podcasts, doing radio shows. I've never had a better, more stable connection.
Yeah.
And that's the honest truth. Like, it is just lightning fast.
Yeah, it's incredible. And even somebody else that I was talking to, somebody else that we connected using the effing gig, they were telling me that they were uploading a file that's over 125 gigabytes. It was huge raw 4K video file that they were uploading, sending to a client outside of town.
Oh, man.
125 gigs. Took less than 20 minutes for them to upload it and send it to somebody from outside of town. It's incredible. And so now we're finally at this place where we're no longer in a position where we're not equal with the rest of the world when it comes to our internet connectivity.
Yeah.
We're finally at an even playing field. We're finally at a place where we're able to upload, download, do things online as quickly and as efficiently as everybody else throughout Canada, throughout the world, for the most part.
It's officially first world speeds.
It is.
In Kahnawake.
Yes.
Finally
here.
No more of this, 5 up and down or, it's like, man, I saw somebody posting about it on Facebook the other day. Like, their upload and down was like 2, 1. Like, local internet providers just constantly down and they won't get back to you about when their service is going to be restored. First Nations Fiber is transparent. Something's wrong with the service, boom, there's an update on Facebook, or you can call Tina and she'll give you an answer. We're working on it right now. Yeah. Like, you just don't get that type of transparency and that type of service from anybody else in the community. And that's one of my favorite things about being a part of First Nations Fiber. Like, I have this satisfaction of knowing that if I have a question, there's going to be an answer. And on top of it, the amount of times that the service has gone down, I can count on one hand, never. Mm-hmm. Because I've never had an issue with it. It's always worked. And, we're finally getting a lot of the community connected. A lot of people have been asking, when can I get connected? Well, 90% of the community in the village area is officially installed, and we're going to be going to homes and everything. Talk a little bit about that and where we're going to be going next.
So when we say 90% of the community is hooked up, what we mean by that is that 90% of the fiber has been deployed throughout the community at this point. So cable has actually been deployed in your neighborhood. That's a huge milestone and a huge step for us.
Massive.
So what comes after that? Well, after that, we call it splice work, fusion work. Mm-hmm. And essentially what that is we're taking all the fiber cables and all the fiber strands themselves, and we're connecting them up to fiber optic splice enclosures. Mm-hmm. And basically what that allows us to do, it allows us to melt the fibers that are cut, that are meeting at certain points. We're melting them and we're fusing them together. And that's what allows communication to travel. The light allows it to travel that way. And that's what connects you to our network operating centers, which we have 2 of them in the community. So that ultimately is how you get service. So first step, get all that cable up, get all the fiber deployed. And then the next step after that is to go around and complete all the fusion work, which is the phase that we're in throughout majority of the community, the village right now. Right. So
yeah,
we're pushing real hard, man. Honestly, we really are. I know a lot of people have been really patient, really asking, when is it going to be available? When is it going to be available? When am I going to be able to get it? And listen,
where's my internet?
We've been working nonstop since mid-August. Mm-hmm. Whether it's deploying fiber or whether it's performing fusion work, our guys and our teams that we've hired on have been working nonstop. Mm-hmm. Almost even during weekends, they've been here working.
Yeah.
To get as much of the community done. We're trying to get as much connected and as much lit up before the holidays so that everybody can have fast, reliable, first world internet, next generation internet for the holidays and enjoy it
before the new year.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you talk about that, 90% of the village area is already connected. I mean, I'm on River Road, the old Grace's Cakes, and this area is already connected. You guys rolled it in. It was super quick. Install took like an hour and
How was
and
your
change.
experience with the installation anyway? I never got a chance to ask you.
Installation went fantastic. The guys rolled up here 9 a.m, had the truck. They were up on the pole, running the cable all the way. I didn't know they actually had to run an entire wire from that box on the line outside.
Yeah.
All the way down the hydro line to the pole and then into my house. And they went through the where my box is, like the electrical panel.
Mm-hmm.
So they went in, they drilled through the home. They puttied it up nicely. Like you wouldn't even tell like there was a wire going through there. Put it in. Everything was working great. Plugged it in. As soon as that fiber light lit up, I was like, yes.
Yes, I remember when you called me.
We are in business.
Yep.
And, when you're plugged into the modem, I mean, you're getting a gig up and down. Wi-Fi, depending on where you are in your home with the modem, or you can plug into an external, Wi-Fi router like I have. Like, with speeds like that, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
And so from the installation process, they were here maybe like an hour and a half. Like, weather, it was a little cold out there, too. Like, so it took a little longer. But it was fine. Like, totally flawless, like, no issues. They came into the house. Like, they didn't drag their muddy boots through my stairs and my hallways. Like, they were respectful of the home and did what they had to do. And it was a fantastic service. I mean, I can't complain about it.
Yeah. And that's really one of the things that we really pride ourselves in, is making sure that we're professional, we're on time, we're efficient. We don't want to take up too much of your day. We don't want to be here for hours on end.
Yeah.
And we just want to be here, get the job done, get you guys connected to fast internet, and give you the Wi-Fi name and password, say, here it is, enjoy.
Yeah.
And
that's what it was for me.
That'll be it.
They were like, what do you want your network to be called? I'm like, oh, it's done? They're like, yeah, we just need to put it on. Well, that was fast. Okay. Just gave them my thing, and then boom, I was connected. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm in this area. We talked about the village. I mean, let's talk about Clay Mountains, Clay Valley, new development. A lot of people on OCR. I mean, my little brother, What the Hog, was just like, can you tell them to get here already? I can't do the cable anymore. So what's going on with those areas, and when could they expect to possibly be connected?
So we'll start with the OCR and the 138. Those areas are still in the preparation work phase. So what that means is there's still either anchors that need to be installed on poles. Some poles need to be replaced. Some strands in which the fiber existing cables are lashed onto needs to be raised or lowered. Little things like that need to be done in order to bring a pole or a series of poles up to code. So that's still being worked on, especially on the OCR. There's a lot that needs to be done there, and I've mentioned it multiple times. But that all needs to be completed, and that work is carried out by Bell Canada or Hydro-Quebec. That work's carried out by them, and then only afterwards that work has been completed are we then issued a permit. So in theory, then only after that point is any installation that we can do. Only after the work has been done is it considered officially 100% legal, legitimate. We're permitted to be there.
Whereas other companies in the community didn't necessarily go about it that way and getting the permits to be allowed up there. And it's kind of like, oh, this is Ganawagga, we can do it.
Yeah.
Whereas you're actually making sure that everything is up to code, making sure everything's up to par. There's not going to be the chance of fires or poles breaking because of the weight of the fiber cables running. Like, this is why it's taking so long, is because they're making sure that everything is being done the right way, by the book, safely, for the safety and for the community at the end of the day, because we don't want this to break next year.
Yeah. And a lot of people are wondering, well, why is this work taking so long to complete? The short answer is that our utility pole network in our community hasn't been evaluated or serviced, I would say, in 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Nobody's come in and done what we're in the process of doing.
And you know how many poles there are in this town?
There's, give or take, around 3,500 to 4.
So you have to go to every individual one of those poles and inspect it and make sure.
Yes. So touching on another point really quickly, our survey work, which is the first step, we've completed our survey work for the entire community. Survey work is done.
Yeah.
So at this point, because our survey is done, we're basically just putting in permit requests for all the different areas throughout the community. So that's everywhere. That's 207, that's OCR, that's new development, that's Clay Valley, that's Clay Mountains, obviously the village, everywhere.
What happens if they come back and say, no, you can have a permit for this area?
That usually doesn't happen. The only way that they would come out and straight up say no to you is if you're not a qualified or a legitimate internet service provider or a telecommunications provider. If you're not legitimate and if you don't have the proper documents to be able to back up that you're legitimate, that's the only real case in which they'll deny you.
Right. Which we are. So
we are. Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
100%.
So First Nations Fiber is connecting Kahnawake right now to the best and fastest internet available possible. You can get a gig up and down. I've got the effing gig in my house. It's phenomenal. And you can visit the service area map on the website right now. Visit fnfiber.com to see if we're available in your part of the community right now, which is a great little tool because you can go up and you can literally physically see if your house is connected to the First Nations Fiber network.
It's not just a big blanket area that we've just said, okay, well, this is where the service is available. It's literally an interactive map. You can zoom in as far as you need to on that map. If you're not sure, is it actually at my house or not? You zoom in. It's a satellite view image. Yeah. So you can see every single house clearly, and you can clearly identify, okay, I see that there's a purple place marker that's hovering over the top of my house. If you see that marker directly over the top of your house, guess what? You can get it. Yeah. You can get connected to First Nations Fiber. You can get the effing gig in your life today.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Why wait? I tell you what, I didn't. I jumped on it the first chance I got, and my life's not been the same. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just the best.
Yeah. So, I mean, we also understand and know that not everybody is completely comfortable navigating on a tool like this. So that's where these little door hangers come in as well.
Yeah.
These we talked about them in the last podcast, but excuse me. These door hangers, if you come home one day and you see that this is hanging from your door, then you can know as well that you can get First Nations Fiber today. We got a really cool QR code. You just pull out your phone, whatever it is that you have, whether it's an Android, iPhone, whatever. You just pull out your phone, open up your camera app.
Let's see.
Open it up.
Let's try it out. There we go. Hold on. Push it.
You got to touch the...
Oh, it just said open in Chrome, and I went to go and take a picture instead. Hold on.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go.
There we go. Wait, here we go. Open in Chrome. Boom. There we go. Sign up for First Nations Fiber today.
Yeah, so it'll bring you directly to the sign up page. You can also navigate to all of our different pages here, but this is the sign up page. You just enter in your information here. We'll get an email within seconds of you clicking submit with all the information that you've entered, and you'll get a prompt response back, whether it's an email from us saying that, hey, you can get connected today. When are you available for your next appointment? Mm-hmm. Or, hey, service is anticipated to be coming soon. Here's our timeline. Or in some cases, it's just, we don't have a timeline on your area yet, but we have your information and we'll be contacting you as soon as we have more additional details.
Right.
It's easier for us if we have everybody's contact information to be able to pass on updates.
Yeah.
So, and that's really all we're looking to do is give you updates, let you know, and give you the most up-to-date information as to when it's going to be available for you. That way, when it does come time for you to decide if you want to get connected, you're already in our system, and it's a relatively quick process after that.
Yeah. The holidays are here. Why not get connected to the fastest, most incredible internet in Kahnawake? First Nations Fiber is connecting you to the community's premier internet provider right now. And the prices, it's never been more affordable to get first world super fast internet in your home today. Visit fnfiber.com for all the details. Pricing plans are available up there. Let's talk a little bit about the pricing for First Nations Fiber right now. I mean, I've never seen fiber optic internet available to the community at these speeds and at these prices.
Yeah, that's the big key, isn't it? And we always emphasize that installation's free. Everything that you need to get started with First Nations Fiber is free. So the drop cable, which goes from outside your house into your home, free. There's an enclosure that's mounted outside of your house that acts as a transitionary house between the outside cable to what's coming into your home, free. There's the optical network terminal, which is the little box which actually receives the beams of light coming through the fiber and turns it into an actual connection for you. That's free. Mm-hmm. There's also the router which you get from us. It's a fairly nice sized router with really good network coverage, that you're going to get Wi-Fi coverage in your house. That's free. Our guys coming to your house, installing it for you.
You get Cody at your house.
Free. You get Cody, you get Thunder, you get one of our other amazing techs. All of our techs are qualified, trained technicians. They have their certifications to be doing these installations. It's clean installation, and it's free. Doesn't cost you a single cent. You just need to be there. You need to give us the information as to where you want it installed, what you want your Wi-Fi name and password to be. That's it. It's free. And talking about the prices for the packages and the plans, we're offering a 1-year promotion to everybody, not just new clients. If you're a First Nations wireless client, or if you were a client in the past and for whatever reason you decide to move on to another provider, it's your choice. You have that right.
Yep.
No matter what, if you come up and you sign up with First Nations Fiber, you get connected to the new, fast, next generation fiber network. You get a 1-year special promotional price on all of the internet plans that we have.
Yeah.
So for the FN Fiber 50, it's $35 for your first year.
Yep.
For the FN Fiber 250, it's $75.
Yep. But we reduce it to 55 for the first year.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah.
55 for the first year.
Yep.
Then for the FN Fiber 500, what did I have on there?
$75.
$75.
Yeah.
And then for the FN Fiber Gig, which is a full gigabit, 1,000 megabits.
Ridiculous.
Up, 1,000 megabits down.
Insane.
Unlimited usage. Upload that huge 120 gig file in less than 20 minutes.
Yep. Stream, download, everything.
The fastest internet in the community. $90 a month for your first year.
Come on.
Not even $100.
If you're not jumping on this, I don't know what you're waiting for, because I can honestly tell you, from somebody that works in professional industry, using internet on a daily basis that requires a stable connection, even in my personal life, streaming, listening to music, watching movies, doing different things, FaceTiming with friends, and, hopping on Zooms and stuff. Like, it's just, first of all, it costs so little for the service, but it costs so much less on your mental health too, because you don't have the headache of wondering, oh, is this going to work today? Oh, is this going to buffer? Is this going to take so long to download? My life has never been more simple with First Nations Fiber once I got connected.
Yeah.
I just don't have to worry. It's just not a worry anymore. It just works. So,
what a wonderful Christmas gift to give somebody.
Seriously.
Imagine.
Yeah. Give the gift of fiber.
Yeah.
From First Nations Fiber.
If you're not sure what to get your family or your grandkids or your children for Christmas this year, consider getting them a year subscription of First Nations Fiber, or however many months you want to pay for them.
Yeah, pay in advance. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My Duda and Bubba have been asking, what's going on with the TV? Some channels aren't working. When are we going to switch over? I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to find out. So we're going to find out right now. First Nations Fiber is going to be offering television and phone packages.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that and, what we can expect from First Nations Fiber when it comes to TV.
Yeah, so the TV and the phone services are coming soon. And what we mean by coming soon is we can expect to receive those services in 2023. In my hand, what I'm holding here is...
It's not a coaster. It's not a drink coaster.
It's not a hockey puck. It's not a drink coaster. It's not just the fancy disc that I'm holding here in my hand.
Yeah.
This is the actual set-top box which you'll be using to watch your television shows. So this is what's going to be plugged directly into your TV, and this is basically going to replace any receiver that you have in your home today.
Yeah. So no longer you have to have that big giant box with the LEDs on the front and, the whole thing. It's literally like the size of a hockey puck. Really, those discs that you play like the air hockey with at the arcades. It's like that size.
An air hockey disc.
It's literally super. It's like about the thickness of my iPhone. I mean, come on, man. That's just great. And so this, like, you get how does this work? Does it come with a remote?
It comes with the remote. Yeah, I have the remote over there, but you can use a traditional remote to control it. Yeah. If that's how you want to do it.
But it's amazing how, TV boxes have come from, this big giant thing, having a satellite on your outside, but now it's just this puck.
This is it.
It's just the puck. It's the TV puck.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, well, do I need to run a coax cable to every single one of these things? You don't.
Yeah.
These things can connect over your current existing Wi-Fi network, which we're going to install for you when we come in to install your fiber connection.
Oh, it goes through the same thing.
It goes through the same thing. So it's wireless. It can be completely wireless. If you also wanted, you could also plug in a network cable. It's your choice.
Right.
But it'll work perfectly fine over Wi-Fi. We've tested it multiple times and it works great over Wi-Fi. Really good quality streams. It's clear on your television.
Damn.
You can control it with a traditional TV remote or you can control it with your phone. It's really up to you.
Wow.
And it's really great.
So you can control it with your phone. No more losing that remote in the creases and the Bermuda Triangle of your couch. It's like...
Even if that happens, you're like, oh, no, I can't find the remote.
Yeah.
Just pull out your phone and, okay, I got my remote. This is all I need.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So you get 150 high definition channels. All the channels that we're going to be making available to everybody is listed on our website, fnfiber.com. Go check it out. But along with the 150 channels, you don't just have to watch live television. There's on-demand content, and there's also the capability of, if you know you're not going to be home at a certain time and your show's on and you don't want to miss it, you can set it up to record, and you're going to be given 150 hours of cloud PVR storage. So what does that mean?
Wow.
Well, what that means is, say you record something on this box, and then you get home later on at night, and somebody else in your family is using this box connected on the main TV. If you have another box in another room connected to another display, you can go and you can watch that show that you've recorded on the main box on the other one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you can say you're at work or you're at a, kid's hockey practice at night and you want to tape the voice. When you get home, say your husband's in the living room watching NASCAR, and then you want to go watch the pre-recorded voice, you can go in the other room and watch that pre-record from this box without being in that room.
That's right.
That's amazing.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's really great. That's some of the things we got to look forward to in 2023. So with the single fiber drop, you don't need to run more than one cable. With the single fiber drop, we provide you with the service for the internet.
Yeah.
We provide you with the service for the television. We provide you with the service for the phone should you choose to use it. You don't need to change your phone number if you want to switch to us as a phone provider. You can keep your existing phone number.
That's good to know.
Which is huge.
Because people have had the same phone number since, the 70s or 80s.
I know our generation, we don't remember the phone numbers.
I remember a lot.
I remember from when I was a kid, I had to call my friends in town. I'd call their number and I'd have it memorized. But now with phone books that we have in our phones, we just got to look up a name of whoever it is that we're calling. Yeah. So all that to say, your phone number you get to keep. It's a simple process to port it over to our service. It takes less than 24 hours. And that's it. You're up and running. And you're paying substantially less with us for a phone service than you would with any other provider as well.
Yeah.
And it's going to be reliable. It's never going to go out on you. And it'll be amazing.
I mean,
you'll be living the effing life.
Living the effing life. And I'll tell you what, it's been nothing but an effing dream for the last 2 years talking about this, and the fact that we're here, and I finally got the effing gig downloaded and, installed. I like to say I downloaded it into my house. It's just great. So, fnfiber.com to get signed up, find out if it's available in your area of the community, and coming next year, I mean, they're going to be available in every literal nook and cranny of this town, because that's just the FN Fiber way. We're going to be available everywhere that there's an inhabitable house in this town.
No home is going to be left unserved.
Yeah.
Every single home is going to be connected, regardless of where you are, regardless if you live all the way down, say on the OCR, and you have a private road that goes for 1 kilometer and you're the only house on that street. It doesn't matter. You're going to be getting serviced with us anyway, no matter what. So that's what everybody has to look forward to.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Love it. Well, fnfiber.com, get signed up. We want to wish you the very best and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, everybody. That's right.
All of the community, Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Enjoy ceremony at the Longhouse, if that's what you do.
Or just enjoy spending time with your friends, with your family, enjoying the food.
Or don't, and just self-isolate and use the effing gig to
you could do that too.
FaceTime in, because your connection will be fantastic.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks a lot for joining us. fnfiber.com. Get signed up. Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you in 2023. Happy New Year.
Ona.